Hey girlies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer and this is a ready-to-wear affair, a channel that discusses all things fashion, from luxury fashion to affordable and fast fashion brands and everything in between, contemporary, you name it. All things fashion destination here. I also discuss beauty, lifestyle, travel, and anything that just comes to mind that I'd like to share with you all. That's what you'll find here on my channel. So definitely hit subscribe so you can see more new content coming from me and you're up to date on all my videos. And like this video because I'm telling you now, you're gonna like it. There's no way you won't like it. So might as well just like it now. Just like it now. Okay, so let's get into it. So this video, I have a really on brand, on theme video here, and it's going to be focused on Black History Month, of course. Be Buy Black here. We are huge supporters of Black businesses for the simple reason, for many reasons, but number one, the main reason is because Black businesses are underfunded. They don't get as much support in almost any way, financially, in terms of human capital, in terms of human labor. Like we're neglected in so many ways. And so it's important to spotlight and highlight these brands so that people know about them and can support them and buy them, especially in this climate and these political times. It's very, very important now more than ever to really put your money in Black businesses. So I made it easy for y'all and rounded up some of my favorite businesses. Because this is a fashion channel, I'm gonna curate a list based on solely fashion brands. There are so many brands, which is amazing, that Black people own, and it spans the gamut from fashion, food, lifestyle, travel, beauty, like you name it. But I'm gonna focus on fashion just because I just want the list to be pretty short and easy to kind of share with you all. So if it goes beyond fashion, honestly, I would be here for hours, so which is great. But again, I want to keep things short and sweet and just stick to fashion. Maybe one day I'll do a video on like different segments and different like industries, but this will just be fashion because it is Fashion Month, and I'm first and foremost a fashion channel. So let's go. And I'm gonna try and highlight brands that maybe aren't as common or popular. But there'll be some common ones, obviously, for those who are more in the know of like popular Black brands in fashion. There will be some that I highlight because it's just hard to not support them when they have such amazing pieces that they put out in all their multiple collections. And yeah, so it'll be a mix of more well-known Black brands and fashion brands, and some not so well-known Black fashion brands. So let's get into it. First item, or first brand I want to cover is going to be Hanifa. We're going strong. Hanifa is amazing because Hanifa is a woman-owned Black brand. Hanifa is the CEO founder of Hanifa, but she's a phenomenal Black woman. She's really made strides in her fashion brand. She has celebrities wearing her clothes and pieces, and she has these really cool collections throughout the year. She has great sales during like the festive season, like the holidays. And so she's definitely, I don't even want to say she's one to watch. She was one to watch when she broke the internet back in 2020 when she had her like AI 3D fashion show that was like virtual due to the world's being shut down from COVID. And so she went viral with that video, her fashion show. And since then, she's kind of been a well-known name, at least when it comes to Black fashion brands. So yeah, she's the #1. If you don't have a piece from her, like, what are you doing? She just dropped a Valentine's Day collection, or Valentine's themed collection. And I have a couple Hanifa items, and at one point I'm gonna do a Hanifa haul. But yeah, that is my plan on the channel, to like one day just do collection videos of different brands that I have multiple items of. Anyway, Hanifa's gonna be one of them. And the one dress I have that's new that she just dropped in her recent Valentine's collection is called the Valentina dress. It's sold out. Now she's been known to bring things back in stock, like she'll bring back sizes back in stock. Really crossing my fingers that this dress is gonna be one of them, because like the day it dropped, it like sold out in like, I don't know, by midday, like in a couple of hours. I wasn't able to get myself the dress, but hopefully she'll restock it and I'll get the dress, because the dress is absolutely gorgeous. I'll put it up here. It is the perfect date night, especially Valentine's Day night dress for you and your boo, partner, whatever. And yeah, it's a showstopper. So I definitely have my eye on this dress, and I'm looking out to see if she'll restock it. But definitely check out her website for so many other pieces. There's other pieces in this collection. I have 2 other Hanifa dresses that were on sale during the Black Friday time period that were pre-ordered, and so they should be coming in sometime this month. And so once those come in, I'll put together a haul and show you those pieces once I have them, but they're still like on their way. But yeah, so that's Hanifa. The next brand I want to get into is Sergio Hudson. Now, Sergio Hudson, I actually don't have any of his pieces, and that's why I put this brand, not only to make you guys aware of it. If you don't know of the brand, you should. They did a collaboration with Target a few years ago. And I don't own any mainline Sergio Hudson. I got like a few pieces. I don't know if I own any of them anymore, to be honest, but I have my eye on the main collection, mainline Sergio Hudson, and they are just beautiful. I mean, made famous by like celebrities like Michelle Obama. I believe Kamala Harris also wore some of his pieces during her term as vice president. And I really want a suit. Like, Sergio Hudson does suiting very well, very like corporate, work appropriate, but also like not, you know, his pieces are very versatile and you can mix it to be kind of fit for almost any setting. So I definitely want my hands on a blazer or some kind of like suiting look. But yeah, so that's Sergio Hudson. And Sergio Hudson is like, you know, he's pretty big. He premieres at Fashion Week, like New York Fashion Week. The last few years he's been putting on a show. He's just kind of, you know, become kind of like a common name in the fashion roster here in New York. And I just love, it's very elegant, like I said, very like sophisticated. Think Michael Kors, but like more, Michael Kors to me is a little more like streamlined American classic wear, whereas like Sergio Hudson is like that, but like even more like glam, like more interest, more detailing, more design. But yeah, that's Sergio Hudson. I definitely want a piece of one of his suits / blazers. So that's on my list. Next up is, I have an exception. I know I said this is gonna be strictly fashion, but I have one non-fashion item. And that's gonna be the Chris Collins fragrance house. I've recently been hearing about Chris Collins in the last few months, and he is a perfumer. He owns his own namesake fragrance brand called Chris Collins, like I said. And I feel like he's coming up. I've heard so many great things about his scents and fragrances, and I really want, you know, if y'all been following me the last few like weeks or months, you'll see that I've been like kind of really getting into my like niche fragrance bag. And so like I naturally have been very curious and watching all the videos and all the people who are like all about fragrance world and niche fragrance world. Like I've been hearing them mention his name. His name is coming up more and more. And so I'm like, who is this guy? And I looked into him, and his fragrances sound, the way people describe them, really good. And so I definitely want to be able to get myself a bottle of something. So definitely check him out. I don't like, maybe I guess you would consider him a niche fragrance brand. I'll put up where you can shop his fragrances. Again, he's kind of in terms of like popularity or like name recognition. It's I guess not as well known yet. But I would say like up and coming. I'm not really sure when the brand launched, but I'm hearing of him more and more. And so definitely want to make sure I get myself, or like at least samples, like go to like a store. I'll put up where you can shop his fragrances. And I would love to just go in person and smell before buying. But yeah. So Chris Collins is on my wish list for fragrances. Next up on my list for fashion items, so going back into fashion. Sorry about the little dip into beauty. I lied, I know. Back into fashion. Another brand I have my eye on in terms of like trying to shop pieces this year is Unalaja. They make really beautiful sequin dresses that have really fun prints and designs. And it's really good for like events, parties. And I've been eyeing the brand for a bit, but like I haven't really found the piece that's calling to me at the right price point. So the Unalaja stuff does go on sale. Like Saks sells Unalaja. I really want one of their like maxi length dresses, long sleeve ones. And again, very different colors. The prints are somewhat similar, and it's like a mashup of like sequins versus like sheer. There's like maxi dresses, there's mini dresses, there's sleeveless, there's long sleeve, there's turtleneck, like very gorgeous, sexy, like event wear. And I definitely wanted to get my hands on a dress. So that's definitely next up in terms of Black brands for me to shop this year, because Black History Month, we shop year round. We recognize and highlight brands during February, but the shopping never ends. It is year round, all day, every day. Okay. All right. So next brand I want to highlight for this month is a brand that I've been eyeing since I saw some of her pieces at Brooklyn Museum. It was during the Africa exhibit, which is 2 years ago. It wasn't last year, it was the year before. And her name was Loza Maleomho. And I believe she is Côte d'Ivoire. Ivorian. And she makes immaculate pieces. Beyonce has worn a couple of her pieces in her Lion King album, the soundtrack to the Lion King movie from a few years ago. If you saw some of her visuals and her videos, like she wore a lot of African brands, and she wore Loza as well. I think Kelly Rowland also wore Loza as well. I'll put a picture of the piece that she was wearing, or the outfit she was wearing. She has just this eye for just unique, like I don't know, like craftsmanship, the way she it's almost like sculpted clothing. And there's cutouts, I love cutouts, there's embellishments, there's like the African husk buttons that she puts in so many of her pieces, and gold. She uses like a gold tone hardware finish, and just so intricate, highly detailed pieces that are just they're just like breathtaking. Like I saw them up close at the exhibit, and I haven't gotten it off my mind since then. Extremely talented. Loza is a very, very talented designer, and she is based in Ivory Coast. And I think she also recently dropped some really cool shoes. Like everything she does is unique. She doesn't do anything boring. She doesn't believe in basic. Everything is eye-catching. Everything is memorable. Everything is just very unique. Cuts, shapes, fabric. She uses burlap. She uses the best, most natural fabrics to make unique pieces. So she's definitely someone who I feel like a lot of people don't know of yet. Aside from Beyonce, her stylist. And you guys should definitely put her on your brand to know list for sure. Her pieces are pricey. They're pretty pricey. You can buy them directly from her website. You can follow her on Instagram. She's very funny. She does these very cool, funny voiceovers. And then you can shop her on Industry Africa, where it's like a marketplace for African fashion designers. So yeah, but save some coins. Her stuff is pricey, and she doesn't really put stuff on sale. So another brand next up on my list is Harbison. Harbison. I feel like not a lot of people know about Harbison, but I feel like if you know Sergio Hudson, you know CJR, you should definitely know Harbison. Like I feel like they walk in the same kind of like elegance when it comes to like couture fashion. Beyonce, of course, has been known to wear Harbison pieces on several occasions. And I think if I were to pick, like I have to prioritize Harbison. I was this close to getting a Harbison dress last year. This close. I'll find a picture and put it up if I can find it. I'll put it up here so you can see. I was this close to getting it. It was on Modo Operandi. By the way, Modo Operandi does sell Harbison pieces. So does Bergdorf Goodman. And those are the two I know of. And oh my gosh, this dress was so beautiful, and I was so close to getting it. And I put the order through it. I ran my card, and then I got an email that it was sold out. So don't you hate when that happens? I feel like in 2025 we need software that like is able to just prevent that from happening. Like we need to have confirmation. Like once I put my card through and it says accepted, that's it. You guys can't tell me, oh, it was sold out, or oh no. Figure it out. It's heartbreaking. Same thing happened to me when I was getting my first pair of Hanifa shoes. And I ordered it and everything, they refunded me, but like the shoes were never found. They were lost in transit. USPS lost them and I never got them. I got my money back, but I want the shoes, not my money back. I mean, I want my money back if you can't give me the shoes, but you know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, I need a Harbison piece. Next up on my list is, I spoke of shoes with the Hanifa incident. I'm gonna jump into shoes now with Kendall Miles. A lot of girlies know, the muses, as Kendall calls her fans and her followers and her customers, are kind of anticipating some more shoes to be dropped. Like, she hasn't had a big drop in, I would say, years, and she recently disclosed on Instagram that she's had some issues with Italy, her Italian like warehouses, or Italian, I guess, source, and manufacturers. Like, a lot of the shoe manufacturers are closing up shop, and so it's obviously making things difficult for her in terms of manufacturing and product supply. So, which sucks. And I just hope I hope she gets a new supplier, a new manufacturer that she can work with, so she can bring us more shoes, girl, because we've been waiting for years. And I can't wait to get myself a pair of like her mules. Like, again, you can shop her, there's some pieces on her website, but a lot of it, just most of the sizes are sold out. My size is long gone. Like, there's nothing that I like really that's in my size left anymore. So yeah, hopefully she'll get that sorted out on her end with the Italian manufacturers, or just any kind of manufacturer at this point, and bring us back some really fun, beautiful shoes. So Kendall Miles, who I think she goes by Kendall Galore on Instagram, but I'm forgetting her last name. But yeah, we love Kendall. Kendall also has amazing style. Kendall, like the actual like CEO, the founder of her brand, Kendall Miles, like she has amazing style. She's always just so fashionable. So I love that someone who owns a shoe brand is also someone who I definitely admire their fashion as well. So yeah, that's Kendall Miles. And then I'm rounding up the list here with Tongoro. So Tongoro is also another brand put on by Beyonce. She wore this again in the I Am King, Lion King soundtrack album. And they are known for like their giant, enormous silhouettes, enormous sleeves, enormous, like wide, ginormous pants with sleeves to match. Like, I'm like giant, like over exaggerated like silhouettes. And they're coming out with a couture line. And the couture line is kind of a little different from the usual exaggerated silhouettes. Like, they're known for like their jumpsuits, their play suits, dresses, and the same kind of bell-shaped, like voluminous designs. And I think there's a lot of that's still at play in this couture collaboration that's coming up. I think it's dropping sometime this month. I'll put the details up in the description box and on the screen. I'll show you pictures of like the campaign. But everything that they've been dropping in terms of like the visuals for this campaign, this couture campaign, has been immaculate. Fire. It's a lot of blacks and golds, black and gold, which is like, the best combination in terms of colors. And I can't wait for the collection to drop, because everything I'm seeing looks good. There's like golden cowrie shell embellishments on their dresses. Like, it actually kind of gives me a Harbison silhouette vibes a little bit. So I'm excited to see what this couture line is going to look like. Again, it's going to drop at some point this month on their website. So definitely look out for that, and I'll put whatever details I can find in the description box. So don't miss out on that collection when it drops. Tongoro Studios. Did I mention Kai Collective? Kai Collective. Can't forget my girl, Fisayo Ange, of the owner and CEO, founder of Kai Collective. And I'm wearing her Gaia robe here again. I love this robe, my favorite robe of all time. It is snug, it is cozy, it is thick and heavy, like amazing quality. This robe went viral during COVID when everybody was doing like loungewear, staying at home. Like, what more would you want to do other than shop for loungewear and look cute at home? And so she went viral during that time, and has really just, her brand has really blown since then. She does dresses, she does like really amazing summer staple pieces, I would say. She's doing bags now, she's doing all the things. So this robe, though, I would say put her on the map for sure and blew up her brand. And it comes in a purple color variation and a blue color variation. So I have this in I think this is a extra large or medium. I didn't get the small because I think it was sold out, but I was like, whatever, oversized, it's a robe. So I love it. I think I'll put the size up when I find it. I think it's like a large, and it fits perfectly. I love that it has a hood. that's big enough to fit my big head. Because most hoods don't fit my head. So that's probably the number one reason why I'm obsessed with this robe. And it just fully covers it. Like, I go downstairs and pick up my groceries and my deliveries in this robe. Like, it's the perfect robe to wear, honestly, year round, at home. So one thing I want to do though, I want to travel with this. If I can travel with this. But the thing is, it's so bulky for great reason that, like, you know, I just don't. But anyway, this is the Gaia robe, Gaia bathrobe, or just robe. I think it's just a robe. Fasaya was another one who is a style queen, like fashion killer. Like, she was doing she was doing blogger.com back in like the early 2010s, along with Melissa's Wardrobe. She's like one of our UK girlies, OG blogger UK girlies. Her and Melissa were out there putting on the styles, the fashion back then. So Fasaya Ange, CEO, founder of Kai Collective, you definitely need to check out who she is. She's also like breaking barriers, like Forbes 30 under 30, like all the things. She's been interviewed by like top publications. Like, she's really doing amazing things with her brand. So very happy for her. I love being able to keep up with her journey and her fashion for all these years. So love, love, love Fasaya. Another brand that's been on my radar has been Diotima. All the fashion girlies have been raving about Diotima. I feel left out. I feel like I was kind of also close to getting a Diotima piece from Bergdorf, but I just ended up like changing my mind. But I have my eye on getting something from the brand because she's a Jamaican born, I believe, designer, and she just makes the best like crochet like pieces. So that's kind of like what she's known for, crochet work. She's an expert crochet designer. Her designs always, more oftentimes than not, implement some form of crochet, knitting or knit type work in it, and it's just become her signature design, and I love that for her. I love the brand. It's very much like vacation, summertime, beach vibes, but also not. Like, she's done some like she's incorporated some of her crochet designs in like suiting, suit wear, even like workwear or like everyday wear or like midi skirts, etc. So she's definitely been very versatile with her implementation of crochet knit work in so many different styles of pieces and clothing. So definitely watch out for Diotima. And she won the CFDA Fashion Award, I think a year or two ago. Her, like Christopher John Rogers, and so I think they're all friends apparently too. So yeah, love Diotima for sure. And I definitely want to get one of her pieces at some point. I keep saying this year, I'm probably gonna get two things this year, guys, because this bill right now is looking to be 50 grand. But I guess this list is for you all to be aware, and also for me to just remember like brands that I do eventually want to support. So yeah. So thank you for sticking around this far. Let me know if there are other brands that you know of that I like. It's like, I know you kept this list short, but like you really should have had this person on the list. And I'll probably do a part 2 at some point. And I want to do this throughout the year. Like, Black History Month is just 1 month, but like we should, okay, like I said, we should always be celebrating, highlighting, supporting, shopping Black-owned brands throughout every day, every year, for as much as we can. They need our support now, again, more than they ever have, given the current climate everywhere, honestly, in the world. Anyway, so thanks again for watching. As always, stay safe, stay blessed, stay respectful, and I will see you girlies in the next video. Bye.